Abdullah-Poulos here, and I'm ready to review another book written by a Muslim author. This author is not NBA Muslim. Although the majority of the books that I review are written by native-born American Muslim authors, every once in a while I'll make an exception if I find that an author's work is particularly interesting or new and exciting, and this author's is all three. The book that I will be reviewing is Mistress of the Spices by Papatia Feauxzar. This is a racy and steamy romance that follows a couple, Aida and Muslim, through their courtship and marriage. The story opens with Aida meeting her friend Nellie at a coffee shop. Nellie is not Muslim, so she is very curious about some of the things that go on in a Muslim marriage. Aida piques Nellie's interest and promises to reveal some spicy things about her marriage with Musa. So Aida starts to tell Nellie about her courtship with Musa and some of the things that go on in their marriage. Aida and Musa have a stormy courtship because Aida is a very strong woman and Musa is thinking that he wants more of the traditional type, but he's still beguiled by Aida. Ultimately, the couple marry, and that storminess goes right into that marriage, not only in the form of problems that they may have, but also in the bedroom. Feauxzar labels this erotic fiction, and she has a lot of intimate scenes and very detailed and sexually graphic scenes. Although the scenes are sexually graphic, they are by no means gratuitous. Feauxzar writes the scenes in a way that shows that sensuality is not absent in a Muslim marriage. Aida and Musa enjoy each other sensually, something that is encouraged in Islam. I had the pleasure of interviewing Feauxzar, and she said that her motivations for including scenes like the ones in Mistress of the Spices is to show not only that sensuality is something that is encouraged in Islam, but it is also something that draws couples closer together. And if Aida and Musa are anything, they're close. Their marriage does have a few bumps as they go along, especially after they go through their first year of marriage and they're starting to settle down. There are some of the usual squabbles, and there are family members that don't help matters. However, Aida and Musa fight to keep their marriage strong, both outside and inside the bedroom. This book is very much for adults, and even some Muslim adults may take exception to some of the content, so be forewarned that it is very, very explicit. I also think that this should be read only by people that are married, because of the scenes that are in there, it can be very inspirational. And so if you have no way of venting it, don't read this book. Feauxzar does bravely include some very sensually explicit content in this book. However, it is a little tame by erotic fiction and even some romance fiction standards. I believe that there's some valid arguments that can be made against Feauxzar's usage of sexual content. However, I also think that there are some arguments that can be made for it. Sexuality in Islamic context is not something that is seen as dirty or something that always has to be hidden. There are vibrant discussions out there among scholarship and among Muslims about the role and the importance of sensuality and sexuality in a marriage. What Feauxzar has done is bravely taken that dialogue and put it in a fiction context so that readers can see and maybe get some inspiration as to how to keep their marriage alive and well in the bedroom. For those of us who enjoy a good romance with some sensuality in it, this book is for you. Mistress of the Spices by Papatia Feauxzar. So check it out. And if you want to know more about the work that I do, please visit the NBA Muslims page, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. And as soon as I get another minute, I'll review another book. Assalamu alaikum.